A Border Patrol agent dies after a car crash. We have the latest on that investigation.
A SWAT standoff forces several streets to be shut down in North Park. Plus, the local mother who's grabbing national attention over the baby formula shortage.
A recent string of student-athlete suicides is raising concern. I'm Shanna Handy, coming up what an expert is saying about it.
Aloha, we're celebrating Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and today we're highlighting Hawaiians and how they're keeping their culture alive right here in San Diego.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts now.
A California Border Patrol agent is dead after a single car crash, and tonight the investigation is underway. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. The crash happened before 6 this morning in Campo. CBS 8's Kirsten Holmes has been following this story for us all day. She joins us now live with the latest details. Kirsten.
Hey guys, I'm here at the San Diego County Medical Examiner's office because that is where the agent's body was brought after a processional earlier today. We've been working all day to get more information about this crash and what happened, but what we can tell you right now is that that agent died after being ejected from the vehicle.
The crash happened around 5:40 a.m. Friday morning in Campo on Campo Road and Bell Valley Truck Trail. You can see the vehicle here alone off the road in some brush. CBP says the agent died after being ejected from the vehicle and was the only person inside at the time of the crash. Border Patrol says another Border Patrol agent found the agent who was involved in that crash, and the unidentified agent died there at the scene. Agent Michael says that no foul play is suspected, and they're still investigating what led up to the crash. There was a procession Friday morning leaving the crash site to the medical examiner's office in Kearney Mesa. Takay Michael is a special operations supervisor for the U.S. Border Patrol San Diego sector. She says,
all Border Patrol agents are family. It's never good to lose one of our brothers or sisters, so we're definitely grieving a loss.
San Diego Sector Border Patrol released a preliminary statement that says in part, quote, the California Highway Patrol as well as U.S. Customs and Border Protection's Office of Professional Responsibility are investigating the incident. They also say updated information will be provided when possible.
Okay, so we reached out to the California Highway Patrol, the Border Patrol, and the union that represents the Border Patrol just to get more information on this crash and maybe some insight into the job to see what dangers that are presented on the job. We still have not heard back from the union or CHP, and we have the full statement from California Border Patrol on our website, cbs8.com. Back to you.
All right, Kirsten, thanks. A SWAT standoff in North Park is happening tonight, and a San Diego police officer has been injured. It all started just before 10 this morning when police got a call about a disturbance in the 2500 block of Vancouver Avenue. When police arrived, they say the woman barricaded herself inside her home and at one point threw hot oil or grease at officers, hitting one of them in the face. That officer was taken to a hospital. There's no word on his condition tonight. SWAT officers were called in, and a flashbang device was finally used after crisis negotiators tried to talk her out peacefully. At last check, the woman is still inside the home. The 2500 block of Vancouver and surrounding streets are all shut down.
Fire crews have a handle on a brush fire in the East County tonight and are keeping an eye on hot spots. It broke out about noon off Lotus Lane near La Cresta Road in the Granite Hills area. That's just northeast of El Cajon. At one point, the fire got within a few hundred feet of homes. It burned about 5 acres, and so far there's no word of a cause. Evacuation orders are still in place tonight for about 130 homeowners impacted by the coastal fire in Orange County. But most of the 900 or so families evacuated are being let back in. Looking at the latest numbers, so far the fire has burned 200 acres. It destroyed at least 20 homes, but containment is now up to 25%. Investigators are looking into electrical circuit activity in the area as a possible cause, but firefighters warn that these kinds of fires will be more common in the near future.
It's really indicative of the prolonged drought, the climate change, everything we're talking about. This is a different environment, and there's no sign that that's going to change.
Firefighters already battling hot spots will likely have to deal with hotter and drier conditions, along with high winds going into the weekend.
With hotter and drier conditions on the rise, today firefighters and law enforcement across San Diego County got in some extra training. Battalion chiefs led the annual Wildland Preparedness drill this morning and again this afternoon in Mission Trails. It is an intense drill in managing a large wildland fire involving evacuations, structure defense, and air resources.
Yeah, we know all that warmer and drier weather will be keeping firefighters on alert this weekend.
Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis is here now with a first look at your microclimate forecast. It's pretty hot out there, Carlene.
It is pretty hot. Today, we started to feel even warmer temperatures, so widespread 90s across the inland regions. We're going to continue to have the heat in the forecast through tomorrow. Lots of sunshine out there, but yes, it is hot and it is also dry. By tomorrow, more of those widespread 90s for daytime highs. Even along the coast, a warm up, talking about the low 80s and triple-digit heat that looks to return to the desert. Those dry conditions, those are really going to be plaguing us in the afternoon hours. So starting in the late morning hours, those relative humidity values, even closer towards the coast, start to go down. You're looking at 26% for downtown, teens across inland regions by Saturday at 11:30. Then we continue to have that around in the afternoon hours. Now we will start to shift a little bit more when it comes to our winds. More of an onshore push with a trough of low pressure will have a little bit more recovery right along the coast, and that's going to lead to a marine layer returning and then also still seeing dry conditions inland. So that's going to take us all the way into the second half of the weekend, and we get a little bit more recovery as we go into next week with a trough of low pressure that could help bring up those relative humidity values. We won't be as dry and also not as warm. We'll go ahead and take a look at your complete forecast coming up. Carlo?
Thanks, Carlene. A young mother living on Camp Pendleton is getting national attention right now because of her struggles caused by the nationwide shortage of baby formula. Doris Browning posted on Facebook that the situation is bringing her to tears. As CBS 8's David Goffredson reports, the New York Times picked up the story, and from there it just exploded.
I'm 23. I'm not too young, but I had them sort of young.
Doris Browning has two daughters, 10-month-old Octavia and 21-month-old Tokyo. They live on Camp Pendleton.
We are a Marine family, so we do, yes.
Octavia has a dairy protein allergy and needs medical-grade baby formula, which is especially hard to find given the nationwide shortage of formula.
So it's not like I can go to the store and find this formula. So when I got down to about half the can of formula, I started hysterically crying on the floor, telling them, like, I'm so sorry that I can't feed you today. I'm so sorry I can't feed you the extra bottle you want.
The young mother started posting on a Facebook page for military moms, and then the New York Times messaged her.
I thought it was fake because, you know, when someone says they're from the New York Times on your Facebook in your spam, it just, you know, so I humored it and I said, sure, I'm available.
They published an article, and from there, it just took off.
And since then, it's trickled to CNN, it's trickled to the Inside Edition, it's trickled to the Headline News, MSNBC, and I got on CBC Radio in Canada as well.
Complete strangers started sending her baby formula.
And people were actually going on eBay and Amazon in Canada, in Colombia, in Australia, and sending it to me. And I've had to stop responding to a lot of them because I'm not the only one in need.
Doris even appeared on live TV with a White House spokesperson.
What you say can impact the nation, the country, and I've now reached worldwide, and it's brought so much attention. It reached the White House, and now things are moving a lot more fast-paced.
On Thursday, the Biden administration announced the FDA is looking to boost production and imports of baby formula. So, Doris, is there anything else you want to say?
Hi, Mom. That's about it.
Now, I checked around at 3 different stores in Tierra Santa today, and the supply of baby formula on the shelves is pretty darn sparse. Also, they're limiting the number of packages that each customer can buy. Carlo?
And David, do we have any do's or don'ts for parents who are having trouble finding baby formula, because this is a widespread problem right now?
Yes, doctors say do not use homemade formula, do not mix your formula, And if your child is over 1 year old, you may be able to start feeding the baby milk, cow's milk. But of course, check with your doctor before you do that.
All right, David Grofferton, thanks for that, and we wish best of luck to Doris and her family. Thanks, David.